Today we're gonna make a kissing ball, and what I've done is I'm using what I have, and I have the floral foam or Oasis, and I already soaked it in another container, and then I am going to wrap it in foil, and that's just so it doesn't fall apart while it as it dries out. So you'll see me do that. Before I do that though, I am gonna poke a hole through the middle, and that's what some wires can go around. And then that way it's just easier for the wire to go through. I have seen some people poke a hole with a straw, which I definitely want to do the next time, and that way you can feed some ribbon through and you have pretty ribbon at the bottom. Otherwise I just don't have ribbon at the bottom for my kissing balls right now. I have prepped a lot of my greens as well, but I'll show you that in a minute. All right, now I'm gonna put the wire on, and I'm just using 22 gauge wire. I'm just using what I have, and so far it's worked for me. And what I did the last time, I unwound a lot of it, and I'm gonna feed it through so then I can wrap it around. So I've already put the wire around. You do it crosswise, and then I made a loop. But this is actually the top, so I've got to actually turn it around. I just put the wire off to the side for the loop, and I start to make my bottom. So you're gonna have the bottom get started, and you just start poking them in. It doesn't have to be super pretty on the bottom because again, nobody's gonna see it. I try to turn the green stuff to the outside, and you just start filling it in. One thing that you do is I do pull some of the greenery off at the bottom while I'm sticking it in. Apparently there's a tool that you can use. I do not have that tool, so I just pull it off. Sometimes I have to re-clip the bottoms to make it a little bit sharper of a point when I'm putting it in, but so far the Fraser fir greens work really well to have in the foam and go in pretty easily. I do try to not have any big branches like this. I'll just save this for my wreaths, and I will do more of the thinner branches in the kissing balls. Also, I've prepped my holly, and I cleared some of the leaves off and some of the holly, so I'll put that in as I start to fill it out a little bit more. Now you can see as it started to fill in, I have a little bit more space because I can still see the foil, but this is how it looks when you're starting to fill in the top part. And I just plug some of this in, and I made sure holly was kind of everywhere as well as some pine cones, so you can kind of see these lifted up a little bit. I'll put some in here. There's kind of a hole, so that will lift up there as I continue to fill in. But the hook really helps, like, just spin it around, and I can put one in here to kind of lift this pine cone up. But that's why I wait till the end to kind of put the pine cones in, so then that way you kind of know how it's gonna lay, and you can also fill in and lift it up as needed. But that's really it. I really love the mixed greens in here. You can also use magnolia leaves. That looked really good on one that I did. And then again, I added the holly as well, kind of around the kissing ball. The last thing I'll do is add some ribbon at the top, the same length as this loop, so then it'll look nice when it's hanging at a person's home or at a graveside. So I looped the ribbon around here. It's the same length as the wire. This is the finished product. I feel like it looks pretty good. And we're gonna take it home. And I did add a few magnolia leaves. I might add a couple more. But yeah, that's kind of what the finished kissing ball looks like until I learn more. I hope you've had a great time watching. This is Stacy Woods with Woods Tree Farm.